Well, it's starting to get dark, and it's getting hot in here. What in the hell? It's 53 degrees out. It's getting a little dark here, and I want to get through the rest of the horses. I told you guys I was going to give a grade. I should do this better, and I'll do it today. I'm going to give every horse a grade. 1, how they race this year, and 2, how could they be next year? Now, I'll be honest with you. If I don't think the horses are going to be good next year, we probably won't keep them around very much longer. But the horses we have in the barn, they look pretty nice. And it isn't every year that I do this. You guys have known me long enough. I'm not going to say, oh, great horse, great horse, great horse. I'm always happy about the horses we have because we have them. Turn this on. Because we have them. But like a horse like Broadway Roll, not a great filly, but we'll race her in December and January in London and Flamborough, and hopefully put some wins on her card, and then I'll then we'll probably sell her. There's a lot of the horses in this list that could go up for sale, but I'm going to give you a little grade, just give you a little idea of where I'm at with them and what I think of them. First is Adrenaline Rush. This is a horse, had a tough year, raced tough all year long. He didn't get put away very fresh, so to speak, but he's a durable, tough colt. I suspect he'll come back good. Now, I gave him a B- at Christmas. I gave him an A in the middle of the summer. I'm going to give him a B, only because the grassroots and the golds are so tough, right? They're going to be tough next year, too. So let's see how this guy fills out and how he comes back. I'm going to give him a solid B. I really like Adrenaline Rush, and that isn't going to change. Beef and Cheddar, B- at Christmas, A at the start of the summer. So it looked like he was going to be a killer. Then he gets set back a bunch of times. And then showed a mile in 53, come 26 and 4. A little bit inconsistent. Obviously on a line, running in, running out, got some maturity, some filling out to do. So Beef and Cheddar, B- at Christmas, A at the start of the summer. I'm going to throw him back to a B- because he's got some work to do. Consistency is a big thing with me. We had a talk about Need Your Opinion a minute ago in the 3-year-old video. If you want to go back up to the 3-year-old video and see what I was talking about, fine. Consistency's big with me. You can see a horse get a little bit worse as the summer goes on and say, poor bugger's tired. But when you see big mile, slow mile, break, big mile, there's no consistency there. It's a frustrating time for me as a trainer and a driver. I don't like that. Beef and Cheddar's got some work to do consistency-wise. Speed, there's no concern there. But consistency he needs to find. Braemar. So I gave him a B- A. I'm giving him back to a B-. Braemar was an A+ when we broke him and started with him. Obviously at Christmas time. Here's a 3/4 brother to Vegas Vacation. Looked good, looked the part. Now at the start of the summer we gave him an A. I'm bringing him back to an A+. This is a horse that won 2 of his last 3 starts in 53. Paced in 53 all 3 of his last starts, I believe. And has the ability and has the way forward to be any kind of horse he wants to be. Is that going to be a mediocre horse, or is that going to be maybe one of the better horses we've ever had? He could be anything. Anything. So I'm really excited and interested to see how Braemar is going to come back. Better's Hope, we started him off as an A+. Very tough, very good mare, top stallion. At Christmas, thought he'd be a good horse. Left him at an A. I'm bringing him back down to a B-. He's got a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do. A little bumpy in the turns, so obviously there was something physically bothering him. When we bring this guy back in, I'm going to be keeping a very close eye on Better's Hope. Blue Monk will be ready in a few weeks. We started him at an A+, also at Christmas. Moved him back down to a B-. I suspect he got a B- as the allergy started to set in. I expect him to find his way back into the A category, but with no information just yet. I'm going to leave him as a B-, but I suspect he'll make his way into the A category, hopefully, this winter. Brilliant Corners, C at the start, and that was being generous. B at the start of the summer. He turned into an A+ or an A at some point in the middle of the summer, shortly after his first win, and then ended up the year tired. But as I said to Harry, it wasn't the starts, it was the training, right? He was never easy on himself. But I think that durability is going to shine next year. You're going to see this horse come back, be a little more polite, and be a nice horse to deal with. I suspect Brilliant Corners will be a good 3-year-old for us. Broadway Roll, BB. I'm going to start her at a C. She's a condition claimer, but if she can be an effective condition claimer, that gives her a head start on a lot of horses. So I would like to see Broadway Roll come out and be an effective condition claimer, condition maiden, non-2, condition non-2 claimer type throughout the winter, and that would make me happy. That's all she has to do would make me happy. We're throwing a little C at her. Cambridge Star, B-, B. We'll leave him at a B-. Right? He's almost ready to go. I like this colt. He had a lot of growing to do. He grew up a little bit, but we'll see how he does. Not a lot expected of him. Maiden, non-2 again, condition claiming trot if we have to, but that's where Broadway Roll's headed for the winter time. Can't muscle me. Harry's trained her down. We went B minus, B minus with her. I'm going to keep her at a B. I got high expectations of this filly. We gave her lots of time, let her fill out, let her become a sounder filly. Harry said she's sound, so let's see what she can do now. Can't muscle me. Captain's made B minus B. She's at least a B. I mean, geez, she went in 56 out of the 9 hole in the mud, I think, as a 2-year-old. She's going to be coming back in another 2 weeks, I'd say. She'll be coming back in. We'll get her started back up. Captain's made. Really surprised the hell out of me. Thought she'd be okay, but she raced really good. She went on a tear there for a little bit, then kind of fell apart. But I think, again, she only had so many starts left in her tank. Maybe we asked for 1 or 2 more than we could have, but she was put away relatively fine. I'm sure she'll come back good also. Carry a big stick. B plus at Christmas. No marking at the start of the year because he was turned out. We're going to start him off as a D. Not that I dislike this horse. I like him, but I have no supporting information. He didn't train down the greatest. We gave him time off to let him fill out. I'm interested to see how he's going to train down into the qualifiers, but his horse that's going to start on the bubble. He doesn't have any bad starts as a buffer zone. He needs to start showing what he can do, follow that path into the qualifiers, and then start out his racing career on a good note, or he could find himself sold also. Cut the Line is trained in 2.7 the other day. She's getting very close to being ready to go. I told somebody 3 weeks. You're borderline 2-3 weeks. But again, the horses that are getting ready right now, we need them ready for London throughout the winter. Then we're going to evaluate them every start and decide are these horses we're keeping or are these horses we're going to move on. Cut the Line is, again, another one of those bubble horses. Eternity Road has just started training back now. Still starts out a little pinchy left hind. That's going to be a work in progress, and I got a good idea how to fix that. But I'll start going with Eternity Road for a little bit when I get back to Ontario, I guess Thursday. But that's the plan for Eternity Road. Very happy with the way everything went. Still happy with him. We'll see how he is. We'll see how he is in the coming weeks and months. First Glance, well-deserved rest. First and second his last 2 starts of the year. Turned out in the field, a big colt. 2 gray horses this year. Both of them were pretty good. The other filly still got to prove herself, but I think she's shown enough talent to say she's pretty decent. So, First Glance, very happy with what I saw from him. Valley Britska, he only had 3 weeks in the field. He's coming back to Ontario. We're going to start him back up probably in a week or so, but Big Truck is leaving. He's one of the horses. I couldn't remember who they are, but Valley Britska is on his way back to Ontario also. Frilly Fringes is getting close to being ready to go. Really excited to see, especially after seeing Glare AM show up in the fall. I'm really excited to see what Frilly Fringes is going to do. Girls with Swirls are one of those bubble horses, as I said again. Going to train down, see what she becomes. I'm a little interested to see that myself. GW Chrome, A+. I would have given him a B- in the summer, but I'm throwing him right back up into the A category. What I saw yesterday was quite the transformation from breaking that colt to yesterday. He understands what racing's all about now, and he wants to be a horse. He wants to be a good horse. I can tell. The way you sit behind him, and he wants to pass. He wants to race. I can't wait to race this horse at 3. Some horses I just love driving. GW Chrome is going to be one of those horses. So we went A+. We're staying with A. Holy Chick, a B-. Then she was turned out because she got injured. Holy Chick's been in, I think she was one of the 2.7 horses last week. If not, she's been in 20, but she looked, Mario's, physically, I didn't see her on the track, but looking at her, she looks like $1 million. Mario said she's been really good training down. Also, Italian Grit's coming back with us from Ohio. He only got a month off. He's a bubble horse also. He's going to race in the wintertime. Glare AM is certainly not. So Italian Grit went CB. We'll leave him at B. Glare AM went BB. She's an A+. This is a filly that's shown a lot of maturity without a lot of way to get it. I mean, sure, she was paying attention in class, that's for sure, because what she did in her last 2 starts, stake racing with horses that have raced in stakes all year, just a very, very smart, very fast filly. I'm a Lovely Lady, right along the same line, just tough as whalebone. I love that saying, tough as whalebone. Very, very nice filly. Just very impressed with I'm a Lovely Lady the entire year. No luck, terrible draws. Now this problem with her foot heading into the last start. Still went out and raced great. Just a nice filly. I'm Hill on Wheels starts back jogging in 3 weeks. He got all the work he needed done, got all the time, got all the work. He's ready to start back now. Jazzy Judy tied up the other day. Now, did she tie up in Delaware? Maybe. It's possible. But she definitely is tied up right now. I didn't think she was that bad as far as soundness is considered. But but Jazzy Judy's a nice filly nonetheless. Jessie Balboa, Bubble Horse. We'll go back to Jazzy. C-, no mark. I'm giving her a B just because she wants to be a horse, and she's already made some money. Keep in mind, this affiliate was 9-5, going for $100,000 last week. Jessie Balboa, Bubble Horse, C-, B-. We're going to keep him in the C range for the wintertime until we get him going. Keystone Raven is coming back again, training well. We gave her a B-, then she was off. I'm going to throw a little B- at her again also, see what she does this winter. Let's Roll On's back jogging. Old Rolly. Give him a C+, went to a B-. We'll keep him at a B-. His head's always screwed on straight. Just need all his legs screwed on straight, so we'll see how they are this winter. Miss Meringue, B+, A-, really. I'm going to keep her at an A-. She had a great year. Speed-wise, yeah, she might have missed a little bit, but still put away 22,000, 23,000 and was a good filly for us week in and week out, regardless of what we wanted her to be. She did everything she could. Mama Knows Best raced great last night, A-, A+. I'm staying with A+. She raced great last night. My Jazz, B-, A-. I don't have to tell you what My Jazz is. That's a double A+ for My Jazz. $117,000 banked and took advantage of every inkling of the racetrack she could this year. Every inch of track she could squirrel away, she did. She just did everything great, and just a great year for her. No free lunch. C at Christmas. A+ at qualifying time. A+ again, 51-3 or 2-3, I think. Fastest Sunshine Beach for sure. I shouldn't say that, but I think he is this year as a 2-year-old anyway. Northern Blizzard, I told everybody all year. I'm telling you, he's a nice horse. Trust me, I'm telling you. C- at Christmas, A+ at qualifying time. Maybe not an A+ just yet, but looked pretty good the other day. I'm going to go with an A- for Northern Blizzard. Off-Road Hanover's been in 2-7. B. Let's stick with B. Perfect Record, B-, B-. I think that's fair, B-. I liked what I saw the other day from this horse. I'm going to need to see more, but I was very happy with what I saw from him the other day. Rose Run, Why Not, B-, A+. You guys may not have been paying attention about getting locked in and looking for room and then having her trotting through a little hole to end up 5th. Make no mistake, I am going to double down and triple down. Rose Run, Why Not is a very, very nice horse. She's got 2 or 3 starts left in her yet for this year. Set the Mood. Should be ready to go. Should be ready to go right now. I'm going to talk to Harry about him. He'd said he'd been in 14, then I think he said he'd been in 2-7. Maybe Mario said that. Anyway, he's close. Gave him a C at Christmas. He was turned out when we marked him next time. I'm going to give him an A- just because he's a big, powerful colt, and I can't wait to see what he's going to do. So Admiral went B+, B-. I'm giving her an A+. I think she's going to come back as a nice filly for us. Took a mark of 57, pace 56. Really excited to have her back with us soon enough. Cyrus Blue Chip, C. A- may have been a little bullish. I'm going to give him a B-. He's got some work to do, but he did pace 57 once or twice and look good doing it. Stacy Hanover, B. Yeah, she's a B. She could easily become an A something, but she could become a C also. Stacy Hanover showed some talent, needed to fill out, worked her way into qualifying. Didn't have a great qualifier, but qualified. And now Stacy's turned out to let her fill out. I'm excited to see what she's going to come back as. Sweet Ambitions. Won a race, looked good a couple of starts. Got to find some speed. My concern with Sweet Ambitions, do you have more speed? Possibly. So we'll see how Sweet Ambitions comes back this year. Tanzanite Tricks, CB+. I mean, geez, guys, she hasn't raced yet. Again, I get a lot of complaints saying, where is she? I know Kevin's just trying to get her proper. We'll see how Tanzanite Tricks is this week. That's my girl. I want to get another race into her. A-, A+. She's not an A+ right now. She's an A-. But she made some breaks. A-. But lots of speed still. Took a mark of 58-ish. 57-3, 58. But very good filly. Tipsy and Dixie. That broke my heart, the trip she ended up with. My God, bonehead drive. Not of James. But Tipsy and Dixie just got used up pretty hard in the final. Ended up 5th or 4th. 4th in the dead heat. But just a tough filly. I mean, what kind of year did she have? Just a really good filly. Walk on the Moon. His eye's getting better every week. Still got a little spot in his eye. Jeez, that was a bugger, eh? As soon as he gets healed up, he goes out to the field. Here's a horse that really didn't have the best year we wanted him to. I guess I was guilty of making a misstep with the Wellwood. I'll put that on my shoulders. But at the same time, still put away 32 grand. Walk on the Moon. Hopefully it'll be a great sophomore for us. Warwy was up. Big injury, bowed a tendon. He got a hole in his tendon. We got the medication into that tendon. Started his rehab already. So Warwy was up. We'll see next spring. What will he be like? I don't know, but we'll see. Were We Welcome, I think one of the, I didn't mark these horses, obviously. Tipsy and Dixie's an A+, that goes without saying. Walking the Moon's an A+, that goes without saying. Warwe was up C- to B. I'm going to keep him at a B- because I don't know what he'll come back like. And Were We Welcome, A+, B. She got a lot of work to do. That was a pretty disappointing year for her. Did she have allergies? Yes. So did a lot of other horses. I expected her to rebound stronger in the fall, and she just didn't. So we'll see how she comes out this year as a sophomore. Well and Down, B-, A-, A easily for Well and Down. Big mile, 5th, pace 53-4 last start of the year. Raced great, could be any kind of horse at 3. Yeah, she's a little small. Who cares? She's still fast. Nice filly. And then One My Heart Hanover went A-, A+. She's not either. Now, I'm going to give her a B+. But at the same time, Mario said she was great training the other day. Been in 2-7. Excited to see what she's going to be now that we got her back going. So those are the 2-year-olds. Tried to get them all marked for you guys. Now we have the stables coming up. There's going to be some disjointed stables here because of everything moving around, but we'll do the best we can. If I miss a horse, I apologize. I missed one last week, changing the guard. I put him back in there. Missed Eternity Road, put him back in there. There's going to be some missed. Anyway, talk to you guys soon.